Hey, what's going on, guys? Like Butter here, and it has been an incredibly long time since I've done consistent videos here on my YouTube channel. I want to apologize to everyone that's stuck by me through the huge drought on this channel. There are a few reasons why, I kind of stopped posting on YouTube. I don't want to go into those reasons on this video because this video has a specific purpose. Maybe we'll talk about that another time. But I'm going to start uploading videos again over here pretty consistently, especially because considering Division 2 is coming up very soon. If you guys didn't know, I got sent out to Red Storm Studios to play and record a good amount of Division 2 footage. And that footage is going to be coming soon. I can't specify when NDA is lifted and when we can post those videos, but I promise I've been working on them lately and it is coming up very, very quick. Now, I'm super excited for Division 2 because, well, both I played it and I've just been keeping up with everything that they've been changing about the game, and it is looking like a very, very promising experience coming up. But what I want to talk about today is this small controversy about, them only bringing the game on PC to the Epic Games launcher outside of Uplay, obviously, and not bringing it to Steam. Now, I want to talk about why this is a good decision for Ubisoft and why, maybe some of you guys that use Steam consistently, maybe you guys can look at it from another perspective and try to understand why this is happening and be a little less selfish just for a split second. I know it's hard because we like having all our games on one singular client and it makes it super easy for us, but you got to think there are reasons why companies are constantly starting to move away from Steam, and I want to talk about some of those reasons. So first things first, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with Valve. Valve has stopped making games for the most part over the last 5 to 10 years. They haven't been putting out games as frequently as they used to, and because of that, haven't really been lenient on their cut that they're going to be giving to developers, right? So on the other hand, Epic Games has Fortnite, the most successful game in the world at the moment, both on console and PC, just an absolute gaming phenomenon. It is about as mainstream as Pokemon was when I was a little kid, and it is absolutely amazing to see what they're doing. So because they're getting so much revenue from this title, they can allow companies that are going to be on their launcher a little bit more slack as to a percentage because they don't need the money. Valve, on the other hand, isn't making games anymore. They need all the money that they can get to keep their CEOs, multi-billion-dollar, net worths. That's just how it is, and that's how Steam has been operating for the last 5 to 10 years. So I can totally understand why Ubisoft wants to kind of remove the Division 2 availability off of Steam, because Steam takes 30% of sales up until $50 million in sales. Once it goes to $50 million in sales, it goes to 80%. But regardless, they are taking 30% of all sales. Now, that is the original sales on games. That is, content drops, DLCs, season passes, cosmetics, any of those things that are sold through the Steam store are all being taxed by Steam. Now, that also doesn't count the tax that they get, that they have to pay in at the end of the year anyways for the amount of, sales that they get. So they are getting a huge, huge chunk of their profit completely removed just for it being on Steam. Now, the Epic Games launcher, on the other hand, they only take 12%. Now, not only that, there's also, they're making huge steps forward with, anti-cheat and, disciplinary acts that Steam just isn't doing. Let's be honest here. Steam does not give a shit. If you hack on a game and you get caught, Steam doesn't even care. They give you a strike, and that's pretty much it. You just have a strike on your account, and that's all. They still let you play games. They may not let you play that specific game, but Steam is very lenient on people who cheat, hack, do that kind of stuff. And I think on the other hand, Epic Games, they're not going to be as lenient, and they're going to be more kind of hard on these people, which is how it should be. Hacking was a huge problem in the Division 1, and it's something I really hope gets taken serious. This isn't what we want to see. We don't want to see constant hackers just getting slapped on the wrist because, they ruined an experience for an entire lobby of people. And I think that just like Battle.net, like when they announced that Destiny was going to be on Battle.net instead of Steam, I think this was a really, really smart decision for both Bungie and Activision, because it allowed them to be harder on these cheaters and have better anti-cheat kind of built into the client itself, which is like what I said, you don't see that with Steam. It doesn't happen. Not only that, there's also this program that you can sign up for on the Epic Games website that will allow you to become a content creator for Epic Games. Now, I got this through Fortnite. I still believe you can sign up for this even if you're not a Fortnite content creator. And you can get a creator code that will give you a percentage of Epic's take. Yes, that's what I said. Percentage of Epic's take, which means that 12% that they take, that very small percent from sales, they are going to give content creators that refer games on their platform a percentage of their money. That is huge. That is so cool, and I love that. My content creator code is LikeButter9. If you guys are going to pre-order on the Epic Games launcher, that would help me out. It doesn't cost you a thing, and like I said, it just takes a percentage of what Epic makes and supports content creators who are promoting their platform. You know, it makes sense. You see a lot of the big Fortnite content creators making tons of money and being able to take that money and put it into giveaways, which is exactly what I want to do. When Division 2 comes out, I want to be giving you guys crazy giveaways. I want to give away Xboxes, PS4s, graphics cards, multiple like variations of the game. Like I just want to give away so much stuff on my stream and on my YouTube channel, and making that extra money will allow me to do that. And that is so awesome that they're doing that. And I honestly think that this decision for them to put Division 2 on the Epic Games launcher, and of course it's going to be on the Uplay as well, it's an amazing idea. Now, a lot of people's backlash with this has only been really one thing. I like having all my games, all my, friends on a specific client. Now, I know it can be annoying. There's a lot of companies out there that have separate clients for all their games, and it can be frustrating. However, I will tell you this. I use the same account name and the same password for all of those clients. Now, I don't suggest doing that unless you set up two-step verification. Two-step verification allows you to basically have extra security on your account. So, for example, when I go on my PC, I don't have to sign into all those different clients. I don't need to do that. I haven't actually typed my password into a client in forever. Your browser will not only save your password, but it'll keep you signed in whenever you sign on to your PC. And you don't have to worry about having the same password. People used to say, change your password on every single platform, to make sure if someone gets your password, they don't get everything. And those days are gone. Like, there's two-step verification now. As long as you have your physical phone on you, you're good to go. Like, I mean, you're not just going to lose your phone out in the open, and someone who happens to know that they just got your password isn't just going to find your phone out in the open. Like, it's just never going to happen, right? That security of having, those messages sent to your phone and text to you whenever somebody has your password will give you enough indication of, someone has my password, now I need to change it. It's not worth, in my opinion, making like 50 different passwords for 50 different clients, just because, we have the technology now to be able to, keep that security. I could give out my password on my YouTube right now and no one could get into it because I have two-step verification. So I wouldn't be too upset about there being more than one client on your PC, because it's really easy. All you have to do is sign in once and you never have to sign in again. You will stay signed in on that account as long as you don't, go in and delete your password from like your Chrome or something. So I really don't think that this thing, I feel like we can get over this, right? Like, I feel like we can get over that small inconvenience of there being like separate clients to have an overall better experience for the game and an overall better experience for the company. If the company's making a bigger percentage on sales, it allows them to give us free DLC like what we're seeing, and it will support them further so that we're not in a Division 1 situation where, year 2, there was absolutely no monetary support, so they couldn't do any of the things that they wanted to do. And I think these are steps towards allowing us to have a free experience and be able to also make them a lot of money in return as well. So I personally think that this decision to remove from Steam until Steam starts changing their policies a little bit and just sitting back and hoovering 30% of all these developers' hard work, I just don't think that it makes much sense unless you're like an indie developer or a small team that doesn't have the money to do, a lot of advertising. Steam can do that for you. That's one thing Steam has over a lot of these other platforms is they have the outreach to millions and millions of people, so they have the exposure. However, they also have things like Steam Analytics that will basically cut your game down at any point that it starts doing bad, right? Like when Division started not doing so well, it only had like 3,000 players on at a time on Steam. People were shitting on it. People were saying the game was dead. No one played it, and it gives it that really horrible name, even though people don't realize, this doesn't consider console. It doesn't consider people who are playing it on Uplay. It doesn't consider people that downloaded it on Steam but have a separate launcher on their actual PC, because what people don't know is even when you buy a Ubisoft game on Steam, you're still releasing the game through your Uplay. So it's almost like it's this middleman that just doesn't make sense for them. Like, they have enough exposure. I think that Division has a big enough following now that they can afford not to get a huge chunk of their profit basically just removed for Steam just being there, right? So that's my opinion on it. I honestly hope people see it that way as well. If not, everyone is welcome to their own opinion. That's just what I think, I think that this is actually a very, very good thing for the future of the Division. And like I said, helping content creators who help them is great. Like, I think, Epic is doing some really big stuff. Now, I don't play Fortnite all the time anymore, but I'm always down to give credit where credit's due. And I can honestly tell you, there is not a doubt in my mind that, Epic is doing a really good thing for the gaming community, for the overall consumer and the publisher. And that means more to me than, Steam, who's just kind of just sitting back and making bank off of other people's work. So that's just my opinion on it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Hopefully I'll be able to upload my Division 2 gameplay soon. It's coming around the corner. Division's coming up soon. I got a lot of exciting things coming up that I'll be able to talk to you guys very soon. Be sure to drop this video a like if you enjoyed, and let me know in the comment section below if you agree or disagree with me. I'd love to hear two sides of the same coin. I feel like there's always two sides to everything, and I'm always willing to at least see what other people have to say, and maybe we can have a constructive conversation in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Take care, everybody.